Y'all never mind me. It's Minister Left Side, crazy old Minister Left Side again. Never mind me. Yeah, I'm just out here today. I feel real good today, you know. I want to start this on a positive note. This type of information is not meant to be depressing or anything like that. If anything, it's rejuvenating to know the truth. You understand? It's like, it's uplifting. If you don't understand, it can be very depressing. I admit, I was at that stage once. Like when you first start receiving these messages, you be like, God, what I'm doing here? It's like, it's so depressing, God. They having so much fun. But after you continue to grow in your spiritual maturity, you begin to realize that, you know what, God? I thank you for showing me and removing the veil from over my eyes, you know, because if you didn't, I would be like everybody else. And I decided to do this video today at this playground because it's a great metaphor. It's setting up the stage. You know, life is a game. You see those people out there, they playing the game. They playing a game, but really life is the same thing. It's just a game. And, you know, what we're going to talk about today is the illusion of happiness. That's right, the illusion of happiness. You know, I was thinking today, I was out eating somewhere and I was looking out the window. I sat beside the window, and where I was sitting, it was overlooking like the street. It was on a high balcony. And I was looking at the cars as they passed. And you know me, I'm always thinking and everything. And it just dawned upon me that happiness is an illusion. You know, and that's why you'll realize the longer you live, that happiness is always temporary. And what it is, it's like a horse chasing a rabbit. You see, happiness is designed to make you think that the life and the ups and downs in life are not eternal. They temporary. And you'll get happy, and then you'll get sad, and then you'll get happy again. You see, this happiness thing, when it's unconnected from reality, it's an illusion. Let's just say you one of them. You're just one of those people who don't get it. You're just running around in life. You're just ignorant, have no understanding. You'll be going through things and you'll be living for a fix of happiness. Those who don't understand, they just living for their wife, they kids, their career, you know. So they don't never get it. You know what I'm saying? They human prison bars, they organic portals. They don't get it, you see. But for us, we should be at the stage where we understand that everything dealing with the physical body, all of the endorphins that your brain releases into your bloodstream, it's all connected to the illusion. And happiness is also one of those chemicals that your brain releases into your bloodstream. It induces the feeling of elation into your bloodstream. The reason why is because if life, as difficult as life is, if it was just gloomy all the time, everybody would have committed suicide by now. So this thing that we call the human prison bar system is set up in a way to where it knows to put just enough amount of pressure on you to keep you coming back. And it releases the pressure to make you come back. You see what I'm saying? It's like a drug deal. It'll get you high, and then it'll throw something at you to bring you down, And then you'll seek out the happiness in a woman or a man or some type of hobby that'll keep you like around, to keep you staying around and to prevent you from fully accepting the truth. You see? And I guess I'll merge the video that I said that I promised to do about fun, how fun, like having a lot of fun is an illusion. Not an illusion, but like a setup to keep people away from reality. And that's why they like to keep people constantly entertained in this world. Because the more you can be entertained, the more they entertain you, the more you will stay away from serious matters. The more you'll stay away from channels like Left Side of the Brain. Well, let me not say channels, the Left Side of the Brain channel, because there's no other channel like mine, like our channel. So that's why they like to inundate us with so much extracurricular things that have nothing to do with getting to the center of what everything is about. They like to keep us on this wild goose chase. And happiness is just one of the tricks in their trick bag. You get what I'm saying? And I was thinking also today that now it's not nothing wrong with being happy, but the type of happiness. You get what I'm saying? Like where I am at in my life, I have a joy, a spiritual happiness, which is I can see. Now, I may not enjoy the same things as far as the physical happiness is concerned, but I have this spiritual happiness because I have decided to I'm giving up on life, period. I'm giving up on making friends with people, being in relationships, all of it. I'm just giving up on it because I realize it's nothing but a merry-go-round of happy, then sad, happy, sad, happy, sad. But once you detach from it, you will just put an end to the game. And after I had that sequence of thought, another thought came to me, and it went like this. You know the number one thing that keeps people connected to this world? I'm going to give you 5 seconds. It's a 3-letter word. Sex. Sex is the number one thing that keep people in this world. Now, I'm going to tell you why. If you're a man, just imagine your day-to-day life, like in and out of public places, the grocery store, the gas station, your job. One thing that is a underlying feeling in all men is a sexual appetite. You be on your job, you're looking at females, you're walking around, you're looking at women. Even if you're not able to get as much sex as you desire, you still desire it. And the more you don't get, the more you're going to desire it, right? And you'll be constantly, thinking about it and wanting to engage in it. But it dawned upon me that, and thank you, Spirit, it dawned upon me that I need to get some shirts made too with thank you, Spirit on it. I'm gonna get some shirts made like that. It dawned upon me that, if you would just take sex out of the equation, you wouldn't be, number one, trying to impress anybody. You wouldn't be competing with other men, because this world, like I've said before, it revolves around sex. It revolves around the belt line, pussy and vagina. So everybody's caught up in this pussy and vagina thing, right? So if you went a week without caring about how you dressed, how you looked in front of females, if you wasn't concerned about if another man was able to get more women than you, and if he had a better car than you or a better job than you, then you wouldn't even be concerned about any of this stuff. Nobody could make you happy or sad, because You know, you're not even trying, you wouldn't be trying to get any validation from them, any type of response from them, because you wouldn't even care anymore. Most of our cares and concerns in this world as men is based around what I say this world revolves around: sex, competing for the sexual attention, and competing with your fellow man. See, all of this stuff is what the HPB system thrives around. Okay? So if you had any doubts in your mind, that's what it's about. That's the basis of it. Because the greatest feeling that your physical body can experience is an orgasm. So from an orgasm comes what? The greatest thing that can enter into this world, which is what? A human being which contains a soul. It's designed like that because the most important thing is the human and the soul. And that's the most important thing they want to get their tentacles around. Your soul, by you having children. You see? And that's why sex is so important in this world. And that's why the orgasm feels so good to your physical body. But I was thinking about it. Once you detach yourself from that, it's like the world around you will disappear. The only thing that you will be left with is taking care of yourself, keeping your job. You would basically be on your job, not even talking to anybody, and you wouldn't even care. You would just care about this information right here and paying your bills. That's it. You wouldn't have no disappointments because, like I said, remember I said a relationship is really, it's a game when another person is trying to seek validation for themselves in the eyes of somebody else. And you already know what's going to happen. Eventually that person is going to leave you, because one of the rules of nature is constantly leaving. Things constantly come and they constantly leave. That's just a law in nature. So if you just denounce this world, you don't have any disappointments. And I'm really, really hard. I mean, I'm really, really very hardly, excuse me. I'm very, very hard looking at this thing now from a new perspective. Like, I'm looking at it very hardly now from a perspective of, I want to live my life like a monk, but not leaving society, but just still being in society while at the same time denouncing society. Just like I'm doing right now. I'm having the most fun of my day by making this video right now. You see, I'm not a child like those two kids that you see playing in the sand in front of you. You see, their mind is like, at this stage, just caught up in fun. They're not thinking about decoding the human prison bar system and all. That's not in their mind. And you see them children right there? That's a perfect metaphor. Thank you, Spirit. That's how most adults are operating, just like children. When you are not thinking about decoding this system that you live in, you are just like a child. Because a child, they're not thinking this deep about stuff. And also, you operating like a female. Females are not walking around thinking about decoding the human prison bar system. And they're not thinking them like that because ultimately, her body is designed to bring you into this world. You see? So, a lot of this information, man, it's just for a select few, man. Everybody can't grab hold to this. And understand, like, if you live like this and denounce this world, it'll be a breeze, man, because you wouldn't have nothing to worry about. They'll just vanish away and disappear. Just like me right now, right? I'm sitting in this park, right? And there's people behind me. Let me pan around. It's people over there playing tennis and everything, but nobody is bothering me because I'm not around them. I'm not talking to them. I'm not speaking to them. I'm just sitting here minding my business. You know, I'm not trying to get no approval from them. Remember I did a video like stop having small talk and small conversations, like meaningless conversations with people. You know, if you're gonna do that, just do it enough to get by. Like if somebody say hey to you on your job, you can just, oh hey, but don't get in no deep political conversations with them because they not on the level that we are on. So if you on your job and you expressing this stuff too deeply, you're just gonna make it hard for yourself. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is it's best to just stay away from these people. And like I've expressed before, ignorance equals trouble. Because when they don't understand you and you don't understand them, it's a fight that's bound to take place. Because you and them is going to create friction. They don't understand you. You don't understand them. What we got to talk about. And at the same time, I can respect you as an individual, and I respect you more by not even fucking with you, and you don't even fuck with me, and we good. That's how I look at this thing now, man, because all this happiness and stuff, what is there to be happy about? Other than gaining this truth, what is there to be happy about? There is nothing to be happy about other than truth. This right here, what I'm saying, if you came through this life and you didn't gain this knowledge that I'm saying right now, you basically, all your fun was basically to keep you away from this knowledge that I'm saying right now. That was the purpose for the fun. That's why I said all of that fun and entertainment is to keep you away from the truth. And I'm just glad that, you know, I didn't wait till I'm 80 or on my deathbed to get this type of information. You see what I'm saying? And that brings up another thing in mind. You see, when it comes to women and men, like I was talking about that happiness and trying to gain happiness from another person, and if you would, you know, stop having sex, you wouldn't have no problems because you wouldn't be in the competition. I noticed something today, right? When you're around females, men, you got to understand that they don't have the same issues that you have, because they are the ones who do the deciding and the choosing if they're going to be with you or not. Okay? So a lot of the pressure that men have is coming from trying to prove their manhood to other men and women. And it's all connected to if she approves of you. And if she approves of you, that means in your mind and in the mind of other men, that gives off a signal that, hey, this man must be one of the top alpha males because he has all this female following, and that creates jealousy towards you from other men. It creates competition. So having said that, you have to understand that the female is used as a ploy to cause a division amongst men, competition amongst men, and she brings, you know, life forms into this world via her womb and her vagina. So you got to understand that females don't feel the same amount of pressure like you, because when they walking around during the day, they don't know what it feels like to look at something that you like in a physical form, wanting to have sex with it, but you already know that the chances that this female will have sex with you is like a 90% chance that she won't have sex with you. Like, men say all the time, like we understand something. It's called a woman that's out of your league or confidence. See, all of that stuff is built into the human prison bar system to make you do things to sell out, to get the pussy. You get what I'm saying? See, women don't have that aspect of the human prison bar system going on within the realm where they live, you see? Because a woman can walk around all day. If she look good, you know, the average woman, she don't even gotta look that good. You know what I'm saying? Like, she can be like an 8, a 7, even a 6 out of a scale of 1 through 10, and pretty much get 90% of every man who she sees in the bed with her. She can do something sexual with them. She can have her sexual appeasement almost anytime she desires. Because women are the gatekeepers of sex. And like I said, sex is one of the greatest feelings that you can experience in the physical body. The orgasm that comes from sex. So if she controls the flow of that orgasm by deciding whether she will be with you or not, what does that tell you as a man? That should tell you that the female is being used to control men. She's controlling men by means of your sexual energy, because she's deciding whether or not you get none or not. That's why they give you some if they say, hey, you've been on good behavior. You've been doing good, little boy, so I'll give you some pussy tonight. And then when you in their mind do something not deserving of the sex, they'll take it away from you. That's why I hate relationships. I'm sick of this relationship thing with females, because it's like a game. Like, it's like the only appetite of the flesh that comes with having to appease the thing that you trying to partake in. Like, when you see a shiny apple, you just pick it up and bite into it. You don't have to impress it. You don't have to take it out on a date. It's just there for you. But when it comes to the sex thing, it's always a pull at your soul. You get what I'm saying? So women, they don't have to go through that, because they designed to be the gatekeepers of sex, and they just trying to get you in a relationship. Think about it. When you in a relationship with a female, right? Say you out on a date with a female. In your mind as a man, you just trying to sleep with the woman. In her mind, it's something else. You would think that if she thought like you, then why would you and her have to go out on a date in the first place? Because if she really thought logical, like men, she wouldn't even require you to take her out on a date to have sex with her. It would just be like, but because they don't operate like that, because they don't think like that, it was done on purpose for them to look at the world opposite of you. Because this whole thing is designed to make you, the man, be under a lot of frustration. And the frustration is designed to make you buckle. And when you buckle and you give in to what they require of you, that's when you have sold your soul out to them. And a lot of times we get happy when we like get their approval. We get happy when, you know, a female finally let us sleep with her, or, you know, whatever. We get happy when we get included in society or whatever. But the happiness is false, because they're not going to let you keep that happiness permanently. It's coming with a price. Once she has sex with you, once they get you in on the inside, they're going to require more and more of selling out your soul to continue that thing. They're not going. It's like a drug deal. They're not just going to sell you a drug that gets you high only one time that you never come down from. They're not. They're going to make you keep coming back. You want another fix? Yeah, you come back for more happiness. You want another fix? Come back for more happiness. Yeah, we'll get them happy for a few minutes, and then we're going to pull the plug. That's just how women do when you're dealing with women in relationships. They be here 1 minute, they go on the next. Then you're looking for sex with another woman. You see what I'm saying? That's how this world operates. It's designed just like that, to keep you chasing. Like, I don't get happy about stuff no more. And I'm happy I'm like that. You see how I said I'm happy I'm like that? That means I'm happy about something real. Like, I'm happy about that I don't get happy about fake stuff no more. I'm happy in a spiritual happiness way. You get what I'm saying? It's a real happiness, which is my eyes are open. So I'm happy now in a spiritual sense of happiness. The earthly sense of happiness is an illusion. Y'all get what I'm saying? It's a false happiness that takes you away from the truth. Like entertainment and movies and games and a whole bunch of cotton candy and merry-go-rounds and what's the name of that thing that goes around the Ferris wheel and stuff like that. It's just that's illusion happiness. You get what I'm saying? This is that real deal. What I'm saying right here. And that's why I say, like, you will notice that women, they really don't have. To be a woman, man, it's like, to be a man requires more of you. To be this type of man, not one of those type of men, not one of them type of males. Because we got a new thing on the channel. We say, if you a man and you don't understand this type of stuff, you a female. That's our new thing. We calling you a bitch with a dick. So all of these bitches with dicks out here, we don't even fuck with y'all. I'm talking about real men. You know that we up against a lot. You see what I'm saying? That's why you see certain males, well, so-called males, that's included in the system. They just an illusion, man. We don't even count them as men. So when I'm talking about men, for now on, understand that I'm talking about the Jags. The Jags, not them. We're talking about the Jags. So those type of men, they have a different correspondence with females. And females, but us real men, we the ones that's going to have hard times with females. We have hard times with any situation, on jobs, anything. We're going to have a hard time because we haven't sold out yet. And the human prison bar system is designed to make you have a hard time until you sell out. That's what it's all about. Until you sell out, it will make you have a hard time. It's not designed for you to be walking around happy. But it works in their favor if you're still trying to get their approval. Then what they are doing will be working. But when you pull the plug and say, I don't give a fuck, and just live this monk lifestyle amongst them and don't even care, then you really have won at that point, because there's nothing they can do to you. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing they'll be able to do to you at that point. And to elaborate on these females again, they don't be feeling stuff like that. I'm telling you, don't think. See, when a female walking around, one thing that she has over men, she get all of her physical pleasures like that. Any physical pleasure she wants, she can get it like that, because they can get sex. Think about it, man. You as a man, think about it. She don't have to stress about relationships, sex, anything like that. Women got it made in this world, man. I'm telling you, this world is made for females and those who sell out. It's not made for real men. Women got it made in the shade out here in this world. They got it made. But if you trying to live this lifestyle, this Jaguar lifestyle, I'm telling you. And yeah, you still gonna have temptations. You still every now and then you're gonna see a woman that you desire, but you're gonna be reminded that, do I want to go through all of that? Because you already know what it's gonna be at the end, man. It's when you like, that's why I don't even go to parties, house parties, because I already know that when I enter certain atmospheres, I already know I don't fit the format. So why, you know what I'm saying? Like, why even do it to yourself? You already know that you don't fit the script. So that's what I want to say. You know, might do another video after this, but hope you got something out of it. I like to keep my videos around the 30-minute mark, so if you're driving, you can ride around and listen to it. If you're going to sleep at night, you can be falling asleep listening to this and whatnot. You know, because this channel is entertainment. I see the Left Side of the Brain channel as a higher form of entertainment instead of the dumbed down entertainment on the idiot box, you know, i.e. the television. But yeah, this Left Side of the Brain, hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you think in the comments section. And always add to the content in the comments section. Give you a little 2 cents or whatnot. Hit the likes button. Hit the subscribe button. Add us on Instagram. And until I do this thing again, this is Left Side of the Brain signing out.